guys, so today I'm going to talk about Generation B, which was such an amazing experience. I wish that everybody in the world could have gone because it was so awesome. I wish that I could go back every single day, but unfortunately it's only once a year. So let's just start right off and I'll take you right through it. So I started off Friday. I went on a train by myself. My sister and mom were going to a wedding that night. So I went by myself up to LA on a train. The train was an interesting experience. I had a lot of funny people sitting around me that I could watch. So I went on the train and it was a really beautiful ride. There was, the ocean was passing by and it was just a beautiful ride up to LA along the coast. And once I got there I had to take a taxi. And I went up to where the taxis were at the train station. There was this guy and he was asking me where I was going, and I really didn't know where I was going because I'm not from LA, and so I had to look on my phone where the address was. And while I was looking, he was like, maybe we're going to the same place, you know, we could take a cab together, save some money. And I know that is a good way to save money on a cab, but unfortunately I don't want some creepy guy riding with me. It's just not something that I'm into. So eventually the taxi driver was like, here, you're with me, come in my cab. So I went, and this was the first time I had ever ridden in a taxi before, so it was quite an interesting experience. On the way, the taxi driver was talking to me, but I couldn't really understand him. There was quite a language barrier going on. He had a really strong accent. But one of the only things that I understood him say was,
and where you going is not good area, okay?
Oh, it's not? And that kind of scared me, of course. I was in LA by myself. I don't want to hear that I'm in a bad area, but at least he warned me. And so eventually we got to the hotel. So I went up to my room and I curled my hair, I got dressed, my makeup was already done. So I'm here at the hotel. A lot of things went wrong on the way here. My hairspray exploded all over my suitcase. I forgot socks for these shoes here, and so I'll be dying in them, but you know, it'll work itself out. I'll be okay. So, going to Generation Beauty. The good news is that my hotel had a free shuttle, so I got to take a free shuttle to LA Live, where Generation Beauty was being held. And once I got there, I had to wait in line to register, and that Friday night was early registration, and then it said on the schedule that there was going to be kind of like a social night, just talking to people, meeting people, and I was really looking forward to that. And I was waiting in line, and then people were just starting to kind of leave after they got their stuff, after they registered. And I was like, I wonder why they're leaving. Like, I thought there was going to be this big, like, social night. We got a name tag and a bag and the schedule. So I got our stuff and I kind of just was walking around by myself, but it was a really cool place to walk around at. I was kind of looking for a place to eat. I was kind of hungry. So there was all these, like, sit-down restaurants. There was not really a place where I could just, like, grab a bite to eat by myself. But there was a Starbucks, so I went and got one of their hot sandwiches, and I got a coffee, and just kind of sat by myself and was kind of enjoying being outside. And then I saw these two girls that were also from Generation Beauty. They had gotten their pink bags. I was just like, hey guys, do you know what's going on tonight? Because I have nothing to do. I'm kind of a loner tonight. And they were like, yeah, they sent out an email that said you could reserve a night for dinner to meet people at. And I was like, oh, I didn't get any emails, but cool. So I ended up going with them to a sushi restaurant, and I ended up meeting two other girls that were such sweethearts, and I loved all the girls that I was with. It was just me and then the two girls that I met at Starbucks and then the two girls that were at the sushi restaurant. And so it was really fun, and we just got to talk about our YouTube channels and why we're at Generation Beauty. It was just a really fun time there. So I called the shuttle to come pick me up, and I waited a little while outside, and then they came and picked me up. I went back to the hotel and then just waited for my mom and sister to arrive, and they did at about 12:30, I think, in the morning, and we ended up staying up and talking about what had happened to me at Generation Beauty and the girls that I met, and it was really fun, and then we went to sleep. Alright, so Saturday, We woke up and I got to get ready with my sister, and my mom was actually not going to attend Generation Beauty with us. She was just kind of hanging out in the hotel room. She actually went on the Hollywood sign hike, which was really cool for her. She really liked that. So we went, once we were ready, we went down to dinner, or we went down to breakfast. And once we were done, we got dropped off by our mom at Generation Beauty, and we walked up. There was this big white tent set up, and there was a pink carpet laid out with like a place where you could take pictures, and it was really cute. And we just walked in, and there was all the different booths and all the different brands, and you could just go up to any booth and get anything done that you wanted to. You could get your makeup done, you could get your hair done, you could get your nails done. There was always something to do. And we ended up just sitting at the main stage and waiting for the opening announcements, and Michelle Phan walked out, and she looked absolutely beautiful. She had this long blue dress on, and it looked gorgeous, and she gave a really good beginning speech.
First ever Generation Beauty event.
There was this stylist panel.
Almost set it all on fire. Those lights, those umbrella lights, can get really hot.
Another thing I did was meet Karis, and this was such an amazing experience because she was the one who picked me to win her tickets to Generation Beauty, and she was the one who brought me here, so I was so blessed to meet her, and she said some really nice things, so I'll show you.
Hey, work it, girl. Get it. Oh, you're welcome. No, you stood out. You started out like a star. You shine, girl. I love your protection. I love it because we checked out. I was like, I want to do it to somebody that is in this and that want to benefit from it. And I was like, totally you needed to be at this conference. You needed to be here. The talent that you have, the effort that you put into it. You know, you and your sister, right? That is incredible. Like, you guys blow me away. You guys keep on going, and you just watch the doors open. You watch the doors open. You keep on doing what you're doing, it's going to come. You're welcome.
You're such a blessing. At the end of the day, there was something called a happy hour. There was a sheet that they gave you that you could rip off little pieces of paper that said the brand and the day. So each brand had two of them, one for Saturday, one for Sunday. And it was just awesome because you just walked up to these people, gave them the ticket, and then they would give you a free product. And some of the products were sample size, some were full size. Sometimes if you tweeted something or did something on Instagram, they would give you a full size product just for tweeting something. And so that was really awesome. I got a lot of stuff on the first day. After happy hour was a scheduled dancing and fun session. I didn't attend it. We'd actually decided to go to Santa Monica with my mom and go to the Pier and the 3rd Street Promenade, and that was really fun. We actually saw this really cool guy performing. He was a singer, he was a trumpet player, he was kind of tap dancing too. He was really a good performer.
And the living is easy, fish out on bed. That is I, Baba, spit that to wheat.
We went to dinner and it was really good. It was kind of just like an American place. It was called Yankee Doodle, I think, or something. Yankee Doodlers? Something like that. I don't know. But it was... Oh, my stomach is growling. I guess I want some food. After that, we walked down to the Pier, which is where, like, the Ferris wheel is, and it was just beautiful at night, and you could see all the lights from far away, and then we ended up walking on the Pier and getting really close up to the Ferris wheel and stuff. We headed back to the hotel, and then we went to sleep. On Sunday, we ended up going in a little bit earlier because on Saturday at happy hour, Benefit had given this card that said if you tweet your favorite Benefit product, you get a free They're Real mascara, a full-size mascara. So we were like, of course we're going to do this. So we tweeted it, and we got there at 9 o'clock when it opened so that we could be one of the first 100 people to get one. But something that we didn't know was that this started at 3:30. We actually ended up doing this sneak peek challenge. You had to create a group of 4 to 5 people. It was just me and my sister, so we ended up finding my friends Carly and Kaylee that I had met the first night at sushi, and we made this video together. And the requirements for the video was that it had to be 45 seconds, and that you had to tell what generation was all about and what it meant to you. And at 10:45, I went to Karis's workshop on keeping it real, keeping it positive with your videos, and it was the most amazing workshop I went to.
You gotta be real, you gotta be open, and you gotta be yourself. My biggest inspiration, honestly, is my faith. Like, I draw inspiration from being positive when I read the Bible and God and just my spiritual faith. Like, that keeps me pumped and going.
She was such a good speaker, and she said so many motivational things about staying true to yourself. Also, I went to the Nicole by OPI booth, and they had this sign that said, if you have any nail art, tag it with my Nicole Manny, and you'll have a chance to win the full Selena Gomez collection. And I was like, oh, might as well try, because I had already had some nail art on my nails. So I just added a little bit of glitter and ended up taking a few photos, and I posted one on Instagram, tagged my Nicole Manny. I wasn't expecting to win or anything, but I actually ended up winning the whole Nicole by OPI Selena Gomez collection, which was amazing. There's a lot of pretty shades in there. I'm so excited to use them. So after lunch, we went to this awards ceremony that they were having for the videos. They had all these different categories that girls have won in, and they actually gave out prizes to those girls. And they also announced who had won the sneak peek challenge, and our group and 2 other groups won. So we actually won a 3-month subscription to Ipsy. And if you don't know what Ipsy is, it's actually who ran Generation Beauty. It's a subscription each month. It's $10 a month to get a beauty bag. It has like 4 or 5 products in it. It's a really good way to try out new products, and it's just really fun. I've already been subscribed to it, but the other girls that I was working with hadn't been, so I'm really excited that they get to try it, and I get it for 3 months free. And at happy hour, we got to go up to Benefit and get our free They're Real mascara. We were one of the first 100 people to get there, so we got a full-size mascara. At NYX, if you voted for someone for the NYX Face Awards and tweeted that you did, you got a free full-size palette, and I thought that was so amazing. After happy hour, we ended up leaving, but before we left, I wanted to say bye to Karis and thank her again for the experience, so we ended up finding her within like 2 minutes, which was really cool. And then we went ahead and left and drove back home, and once I got home, we ended up setting up all the stuff I had gotten for free. And it was amazing. And there's actually some pictures in there that if you tag Benefit Cosmetics, they would print out your picture for you. So it was really cool to have that experience. Also, Benefit had this photo booth that you could take pictures at, and me and my sister took a few funny pictures, and that was really fun. Overall, Generation Beauty was an amazing, amazing experience. I will never forget it, and I learned a lot, and I'm just so happy I got to go. And thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!